Oh, we go. Welcome back to the Morning Skate Show with the hockey coach Guru Coach Frenchy back in the booth. We are going to be without Michael Dividendo for another morning, and Michael is maybe traveling. So I'm going to bring to you all the way to the 12 o'clock p.m. to give you all information, all the news happening last weekend in NHL. A lot of news, a lot of injuries, a lot of things happening. Of course, a couple milestone. And finally, tonight, it's the introduction of the Hall of Fame speak by these fun players like Jerome Ingela, everybody like him. We're going to talk about them this morning. Of course, we have to welcome everybody. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great weekend, and you're ready to rock and roll the weekend. Hopefully, you hockey team, your favorite team, win this weekend. You're really happy. Of course, we have to welcome Flipper. Flipper is on the house this morning with us. He's going to show, or maybe be my co-host for the morning. I don't know. We'll see what he's going to do. But that's what's happening here this morning with the hockey coach Guru. Don't forget, we'll be back tonight at 5 o'clock p.m. with In Our Tap. We're going to do the shows called the warm-up show. Jeez. Coach, wake up. Yeah, don't warm up. Wake up. I'm wake up now. I'm ready to rock and roll. Hopefully, you guys, you have a great weekend. We have a few people in the house. Of course, always show up the first one. Welcome back from Westmont, Montreal, Mr. Canadian Giant in the house. Back again from us, de la belle province de Québec and au Canada, Michael, Mr. Walkman Dog, man, the doggy man, the one is always there for his dog. Why not welcome back Mr. Michael Rubenstein in the house. Yep. The only friend, Michael, is changing the people. It's like, example, like he's going to make some modification right now. It's not going to help a lot. It's rare in hockey you fire the general manager during the year. Usually you fire your general manager during the off season because now you have to transform everything. So if that's what's happening, usually. So the situation with Vancouver is a little bit different. But usually you fire the coach, and then after that, you make an interim coach. And then after that, if the GM have to go, then you clean up the house, example, and then you go there. So during the season, it's rare they hit the general manager. So that's pretty much what's happening usually in hockey about that one over there. That's not fix also the problem inside of that. It's a lot of things around that part of there. So we'll be interested in what's going to happen in Vancouver. And that's really where it's a little bit difficult over there. It's more the Vancouver situation. Montreal is different because Bergevin have no contract. So that would be the different thing about this one there. Simon Roy in the house this morning. Salut mon Simon. Bienvenue ce matin. J'espère que vous avez passé une très belle fin de semaine. So hopefully you have a great. The feminist Rougeau elected mayor of the Radon of Quebec. Wow, that's awesome to hear that. I did not know Rougeau he was in the politic. Directly from Finland, Mr. Moy Yamo Vertanen. I did not know Michael Rougeau, he wasn't a politic. Michael, welcome everybody. Jen, welcome everybody. John Gregor, directly from Massachusetts, number one fans of Boston Bruins in the house this morning. Thank you, John. Congratulations for your W, for your Boston Bruins over the Montreal Canadiens. But also during the weekend, they have a double W this weekend against the New Jersey Devils Saturday afternoon. So congratulations for your team and welcome aboard. Another problem, Michael, directly from Russia. Wow, he's back in the house this morning, long time ago. My friend Oleg Kolesnikov in the house with his Tampa Bay Lightning. The Bulls are going to play tonight. That's all right, Michael. It's not a problem. when we have a passion and we love our team, and when they don't do well, we are frustrated or disappointed or something like that. Where I believe I'm more disappointed and frustrated. Finland back, the Wizard, Mr. Billy. Oh, back in the house. Comment qu'il va, mon Simon? Simon, ça va bien? Nico, no chance in the lineup. No, I believe Tuesday night you're going to see Caden Primo. That's my only. I did not know. I did not consult. I did not read about this. For me, I would not be surprised to see Norlander and Caden Primo in the lineup this Tuesday. They talk maybe Jonathan Drouin, but for me, I would not be surprised to see that. Back from New Brunswick, Moncton. Come on down, Johnny Golden. Coach, I said yesterday Kako will score 1+1. He did it. A Rangers win almost happening. First of all, Yamo, you're absolutely right about the score. By the way, congratulations to Yamo, to Enortap, and also for Andy Koivola and myself. I would tap myself. Good job, Coach. Good job. Because all four, we have a 6-0 for the prediction of the game yesterday. Plus now, Mr. Yamo make money and also select a couple more predictions. So congratulations. Great weekend for prediction for Yamo, Andy, and myself. We did very well overall. I think we have 20-4 for me. So that was a pretty good weekend for the prediction of the game. Golden One is present. Michael, Richard Mullen in the house this morning. Welcome back. Everybody said welcome. Everybody said hi. That's the beauty of what we are. It's not about the number. I did a conference this weekend for about 3 hours, and at the end of the day, it's not about a subscriber. It's about just to give the best you can be for the people to get the information they're looking for. It's It's the people inside the chat make a difference, and really what we are here. It's really a great family. We build this family with time. But we have to be thankful and grateful for the Hockey National Show to having you guys here with respect, but also enjoy the live of the love the game, and also your passion about the game and sharing your opinions with respect each other. And that's all about. So for me, that's the most important things about what we build here at the Hockey National Show. So I just want to say each one of you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good for you, Yamo. Now even the coach want to be in your group. They find the greatness. Michael Robinson, have a good weekend, by the way. Friday night, I believe you have a great night, Michael Robinson. Friday, 4-1. A great community. You got Coach, a great hockey fan. Absolutely right, John. We don't like the Boston Bruins fans, but we accept them in the chat. Just kidding, buddy. That's all it's about. So are you ready for the great week, sir? Are you ready to rock and roll? We are about, 7 weeks before the end of 2021, maybe 6 weeks, something like that. But at the end of the day, I just want to mention, finish strong your year, right? You have 6 more weeks to win your year. I always said me all the time, you still have enough time to win your year. At the beginning of each year, you want to win your year. You have resolution. You want to create some goals, and you try to reach this and do this, right? My point to you is like, it's never too late to win your year. You still have a lot of time right now to win what you want to accomplish. No reason you cannot do it. It's not about, because people say, you have only 6 weeks. And now I'm panicking, or it's too late. No, it's not too late. Forget behind you and look forward. And you still have the time to win your year. You still have the time after that to prepare your 2022. And that's what it's all about. It's like people live in the past. People live always behind them, and because they affect. So the point you get your fear, because you're always looking what could happen also. You worry about things never going happening at the end of the day. So why not to turn your mindset right now and say, you know what? Yes, coach is right. I'm going to win this year. I'm going to do everything possible until the next 6-7 weeks. I'm going to have the 2022, my best year of my life, because I'm going to prepare for the upcoming season, for the upcoming year. So this is the wisdom of the Monday morning with Coach Frenchy. So I did not know I was going to talk like this, but yeah. Sometimes you never know what could happen. So welcome everybody. We're going to go through different things happening in NHL. Of course, during the weekend. And if you tell me that, we're going to talk about your team. If you have any question you want to ask, please ask me. And I will definitely bring to you. You wake up and said, wait a minute. Are you talking about Anaheim Ducks? What the heck, coach? Yes, we are talking about the Anaheim Ducks because, honestly, I'm the most surprised guy at that moment to say, wait, the Ducks dominate in NHL right now. They are on fire. They win their last 7 games, I believe. Ren Kesslav, the captain, play like now if he was only 23 years old, like 2008. Troy Terry is right now at 14 straight game with 1 point. John Gibson is going to win the Vizina. Dallas Eakins, coach like Scotty Bowman. And Trevor Zegras played his best game in his career with 3 points yesterday. That thing, guy, is unbelievable. And we have to recognize that part of there. The great thing about this, I put this today for the Morning Skate Show, is like Ryan Kesslav is the captain. Is a 1 point shy to reach the 1,000 point in NHL. And the second thing, guy, I don't know if you know this, but the next game for the Anaheim Ducks, this is the 1,000 game as a franchise in NHL. Imagine if Kesslav get the 1,000 point at the 1,000 game, and for the Anaheim Ducks would be something very amazing, to see that. So we wish the best for the captain, Ren Kesslav. An amazing, great year so far. And that team, guys, have some reborn. Shattenkirk as the defenseman. He looked like Bobby Orr over there. And that team is on fire right now. They beat everybody. They have confidence. Jamie Trezor doing well. Adam and Rinke, great over there. Some still scored a goal yesterday. But that's a great story in NHL at that moment, the Anaheim Ducks. So congratulations for the Ducks for sure about that. Thanks, Coach. That speech really inspired me. Not a problem. When I know with pleasure. Anything I can help you, let me know. At least I'm your score. Finally, I'm your score first goal in 17 game. That's pretty much what is the positive about that game. Obviously, we're going to talk about this very shortly. Good morning, Coach and Hockey Nation. Welcome back, Mr. Andrew K-Ron. Have an amazing, great day. Richard said, I'm tired to wait until Price get back. He been a start mock, but he has still no scoring. I'll be honest with you and Mike, and also Michael Robinson would be agree with that part. And Johnny Golden, we know we are the fans. It's not changed anything, guys. One players help improve the team. But it's not because the one players you're going to change everything. And now you go from, it's like I would say to my players, guys, the best time is during the practice, is during the week. That's why you win your game for the weekend. It's not the weekend. It's not like a switch on and off, right? People thinking, practice is no big deal. And then the weekend start, now I turn my switch on and now I go all the way. No, you practice as like a game, and during the game, it's just like a practice, like, wow, this is easy. And that's the concept of that part over there. Carey Price would improve at different area of the game, but Carey Price cannot score. Carey Price cannot go stick angling the puck and go all the way down. The problem is the one area where we cannot score. We have 2 goals per game. If you watch my post game this morning, that's what's happening. Josh Anderson, last goal, 6 game ago. Christian Dvorak, 0 goal in the last 11 game. Mike Hoffman, 0 goal the last 6 game. Yeah, and we talk about 3 major players over there. Top 40, 3 goals only in 17 games. So at that way he's doing right now, Tyler Toffoli is going to get about 15 goals this year and during the season. Nick Suzuki is going to get 15 goals this year. He has 14 points. But we talk about players should be bring some offensive. Jeff Petrie, 0 goal, 2 points, 2 assists. He's supposed to be your number 1 offensive, defensive players in that team over there. So it's like a cancer right now. It's everybody inside that team. Joel Armia, Yamo just said, 1 goal in 17 games. Lekonen, 0 goal in 17 games. He's not there. He has 5 assists. But at some point, you play on the third line. You should produce goal at some point, right? So that's happening with Montreal. They fix better. There's 5-6 game guys. They play better. But in the NHL, they are the worst team with the most goal again at the second period and at the third period with 21. They are the last and worst at Arizona right now. They really struggle at the second game, at the second period, third period. And that's generalized everything after that. So for me, it's like, yes, Carey Price, welcome, buddy. I'll be more secure. But he's not going to change everything. I know he brings leadership, he can stop. But again, it's more deeper. And until we cannot score, Gallagher played 12 minutes yesterday. Why? He banked up. He played, but he cannot play more. He is just, so it's a lot of things have been there. Hoffman, now he's on concussion. How long? We don't know, right? It's just, they find a way to lose. Like last night, they shoot the puck and the helmet, the guy and the puck go in. Like, everything is against Montreal at front level. But again, I agree with you, Richard, about Carey Price. You know what I mean? Like, Jordan Munson's coming back. But Jordan Munson is not Bobby Orr. He's not Kel McCarr. He's going to stabilize a couple of things around, but not to fix all the problems we have. We have to be honest here and be realistic. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be negative, but the season's over. That team's not going to make the playoff. And the 110 years history in NHL, only St. Louis did it. And maybe another team. But everything, the odds is against us. We have to be realistic here. What I said yesterday, having more fun. Hopefully they can hang in there until the end of the game. They played 40 minutes yesterday, but not true. They played 20. They got destroyed at second period. They gave 19-20 shots. And only Montembeau was good at second period. But again, penalties. 4 penalties yesterday. And the Jeff Petrie penalty for hooking, and then after that, he shot the puck on the helmet and score. It's all the thing. They were wrecked, tips the puck on the shot on McEnroy. They go in. Everything they do, guys, it's against them. But that's a year they have right now. And that we have to go through this all together. And that's sad, but that's the reality behind that one over there. Good morning, Andrew. That's great. I picked up cigarettes for free some days ago. He has a great move about that one there. He had 3 points. Guys, he's a really, I'll be honest with you, Trevor Zegras, guys, in my book, is the underrated for everything. He's the underdog for the Calder Trophy. Zegras. Reach out to me. Michael, a week coach. Michael is away. He was on the scouting this weekend, and we'll see if he'll be back. Michael is away this week. Possible. Okay, thanks, John Gruden. It's a lack of conditioning the run of the gas. I don't think so, be honest with you, Richard. Everybody have the same kind of quality of the athletes, everything like that. Sometime in second period, the bench is far away, and you stay on the ice a little bit longer. It's not about time management. It's a time you clock. It's, you know what I mean? Like, Romanov had a really difficult time last season. Play a little bit longer on the second period because he cannot come back to the bench, everything like that. So it's a little bit better decision about this one over there. Coach Shenning, I don't believe it. They are really like everybody is in shape. They have to show up in the shape, everything like that. So for me, it's not about coaching. It's about time management. It's about how we can play better second period. It's about mindset. It's about preparation. It's about why we struggle second, third period. It's because the little details around that period versus the first one, everything like that. And sometimes the team, for me, Montreal always been a difficult team to manage their time on the ice the second period for any reason. And unfortunately, like Gallagher, after 30 seconds, Gallagher is dead. So in second period, you have a little bit of time. So what I would say to you, Richard, is to, one, you will reevaluate each player. Okay, how they perform from 0 to 15. We have some stat about that. 15 seconds to 30, 30 to 45, 45 and 60. And how they look about this, how many shots they have, what's the implication on the intensity. And it's really deep on analytics we do, but that's all those stats, your friend. Gallagher is the worst after 30 seconds. Gallagher cannot produce after that. So if you go one shift up, he's coming back down. A return, you have a turnover, is coming down. Him is dead. That's almost play 4.5 players on the ice. That's Gallagher been that way with that. So sometimes when you want to do with Gallagher, start his shift on the offensive side. It would produce, give you more on the offensive side versus the defensive side. It's all the kind of stuff deeper and deeper and deeper. So that's what happened about that one over there. A great weekend, by the way. A couple of prospects and NHL for the Montreal Canadiens yesterday. Joshua Roy, 4 points. Hey Jack, a defenseman, 1 goal, 1 assist. That's the second game back-to-back with 2 points. Simoneau participated also with 3 points, I believe. I can give you all those information right now here. Simoneau, 4 points. Joshua Roy, 4 points. Aber, Hey Jack, 2 points. And then finally, William Trudeau have an assist yesterday. Kopanen have 0 points. Kostenko have 0 points yesterday. And that's pretty much what we have as a really, Riley Kidney, last 5-2, have 1 goal yesterday. Kidney have also a great year with a QM for the upcoming season. We have also Mr. Eagle Fence in the house. Talking about his fans of the Bulls, they win well. They have a streak of 7 games, I believe, with 1 point. At that moment, the Bulls, now they retrieve their groove, and they're looking better and better. Big game. We have only 2 games tonight in the NHL. The Islanders play the Tampa Bay Lightnings. Islanders dropped the last 2 games, so it'll be interesting how they're going to play again Monday night. They are still on the road. For another, 2 more games, I believe. 1 more game, then you go to start play at home. Honestly, they play this weekend, I believe, at the Islanders. It will be the first game inside their barn. So it'll be interesting about that one over there, what they're going to do. Where we are right now. Here we go. I want to talk about this. Is tonight we're going to have to hear their speech. Ken Allen, Marian Osa, Igila, and then we have also Doug Wilson and part of the Hall of Famers. So it'll be interesting to hear that tonight. So this is in Toronto, I believe. So great players in NHL. Marian Osa, I believe, had great years, many years. The story about Mario Osa, guy, it was like for years, everybody called him the loser because remember he was playing with Pittsburgh when Detroit win the Stanley Cup at 2007 or 8. And then the year after that, he went to Pittsburgh to Detroit. No, Detroit to Pittsburgh or reverse. And then after that, Detroit beat Pittsburgh. So he was always on the wrong side of the team, a bit like Corey Perry did for the last 2 years, lost in the final Stanley Cup. And then finally, he signed with the Chicago Blackhawks, and he won 3 times the Stanley Cup during his career with the Chicago Blackhawks. But a great hockey player guy, Marian Osa. Underrated, I believe. Is great dance, and so a congratulations from Osa for that part over there. And then they are going to be next 2022. Can they make the Hall of Fame? The brothers sit in. Will be interesting to see that. With Alexander Mogilny, they are the best. The next one can make it, so it'll be interesting if they can do it. So at their vote, it will be, next season. So there are 2 players could make the Hall of Fame for upcoming years. So it'll be interesting. Will the current number 22 be back ever? It will have to stay a bit longer, I believe. I think it's not a rush anymore. but he will be back at some point. I would not be surprised. It's just like they give him maybe 1 month to see how his group play good. The last game he played very well with Laval Rocket, but I think we have to be patient a little bit more about him. The next one I want to talk about this a little bit what happening. And yesterday, honestly, we have a 6 game on the program. The Anaheim Ducks beat again the Vancouver Canucks. So we talk about the Ducks, but what about the Canucks? 2-7-1 in the last 10 game. Like you watched my video, I talked this weekend about who's going to be fired in the next 6 weeks before the end of the year. Is it Rick Bonus? Is it Travis Green? And it's not looking good. A Vancouver guy, the market is like Montreal. It's very hard over there. You think also in Montreal, people are pissed, negative and screaming. It's the same thing in Vancouver. And this is almost the second year back to back. They make a lot of change during the summer, right? They try to do too much for the team. They gave a lot of bad, the trade, 15, 17 move, the trade with Arizona, and then you get the UFA. And last season was the COVID-19. Now, there are no excuse anymore for Jim Benning and also for the coach over there. Can Vancouver make the cleanup completely? Michael Robinson talked about this. And I said it's rare they clean up the GM at the same time. But I would not be surprised this happened in Vancouver. It's rare, but everything could happen. I knows me, possibly this is the end of Travis Green. I see a misconnection when you watch the players over there. But I watched the game Vancouver, and you can see the misconnection, the body language. Something there. I don't know. I cannot tell you what, but this is not looking good. So they will have to find a way with that. And this, more they wait, harder it's going to be. The Edmonton is all the way over there. The Calgary is looking good over there. The Vegas is getting there. They are coming back. And now they have to chase over there. Now the Anaheim part of the party with them. So they will have to figure out very quickly. Is it the best thing? I believe it's time for them to do something. I don't like it, but I think in hockey, that's where you do something about that. So that's what. Go Cap in the house. In the house this morning. Yo, yo, yo. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. The Boston, Montreal Canadiens, and the Boston Bruins. Look, 5-2. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Charlie Brown, I talked about this yesterday, just kidding. Because when I was doing the play-by-play, I was throwing said Charlie McEnroy or Charlie Coy. Then I said Charlie Brown, and then people started laughing about this, and now we became a Charlie Brown Boston Bruins players. Did very well. The double Charlie scored 4 goals on the 5. The empty net on Taylor Hall yesterday. First time, guys, every goal of the Boston Bruins, guys, Marchand and Pasternak was not on the ice at the same time. So very interesting to see that about that for that game. So what happening right there with the Boston Bruins is like they win the last game also Saturday against the Devils. And then for Montreal, we know what's going on over there. Is the team cannot score. Is the team right now try to figure out, they have the third goaltender between the pipe. They lost Jake Allen. They lost Carey Price. And it's accumulation. Right now they got, Mike Hoffman got a concussion Saturday night against the Detroit Red Wings. Jonathan Drouin got a puck in the head. And it's been like this in the beginning. Is it an excuse? No. But at some point, you cannot do anything. It's like you're missing a couple of great players inside that team where it's not going to do well at the end of the day. So, unfortunately, that's the story of Montreal Canadiens. It's going to be a long season, unfortunately, but it is what it is, right? Miss B's in the house, and welcome aboard. Last night, guys, the New York Rangers and New Jersey Devils, I watched the game this morning. One of the most excited shootout for 10 years. It was amazing. I don't know if you watch it. The people, everybody in the building, the rivalities, Devils and the Rangers. It's like the Boston Bruins, Montreal Canadiens. the reality, the fans, everybody. But last night, it was unbelievable shootout. I think it was 7 or 8 shooter score. They have to score. And they have a lot of goals during the shootout, back and forth. And Devils score, the Rangers respond. The Devils score, the Rangers respond. But it was the most entertaining. If you have to take the veteran Chris Grader score, and the roof was explode over there. Great fun to watch, to be honest with you. The shootout, excited. I was all in. I think we did it live yesterday, by the way. So if you have a chance to watching this, great performance, the Rangers. They win again. They're looking better now. They are 9-3-3, I believe. And wake up, like Yamo said, Capo score, and then Alexis Lafreniere score also over there. So it's great to see the other players step up yesterday for them to get the win for the Rangers. And then Georgiev, he was between the pipes over there. I don't know if Chesterkin is out for a couple of days, but it will be interesting. It looked like he was hurt last game. Talking about hurt, Mackenzie Blackwood left the game during a big hit. He got on the concussion protocol. Will be interesting to reevaluate him today to see what's happening about that situation with him. So that's what happening about. Then Jonathan Bernier finished the game. He did pretty good overall. Two teams, I really like the Devils, to be honest with you also. What about Jesper Bratt and on speed? Dawson Mercer with Johnson. It's like that team is getting better and better for the Devils, to be honest with you. The Calgary Flames 4-0 again, Ottawa Senator guy. This is a sadness about that one there. The NHL have to do something like that. Talk about Montreal injuries. What about Ottawa Senator? 9 or 10 players with COVID-19 right now. And right now, they're just wasting their season. Not because they cannot perform. It's because they have no players. Half of the team coming from the Belleville Senator and the American Hockey League. I feel like right now, the NHL let Ottawa down at that moment. And unfortunately, they do the best they can. They beat the Pittsburgh 6-3 the day before. But it's really sad to see that, right? We don't want anybody to be sick. But right now, the Ottawa Senators suffer about that one over there, about that. Coach, you think Edmonton can go to the Cup? I still have until they don't have the goaltender. He said, yeah, Koskinen is doing well. Big save yesterday with the glove and everything like that. And you know what I mean? But again, for a team go all the way to the Cup, all right? You need connection. You need, what are you talking about? You need to have to be sure your first line produce and power play and play one on PK. You have to be sure your third line, the bottom six, produce. Because you line number one during those 20 game, 25 game for the Cup, the certain playoff, the line number one is not going to carry on all the time. It's your line number 3 and 4. Look about last season, the goal from Colton against Montreal Canadiens, the goal from Yannick Gourde to eliminate the Islanders. They need that. Edmonton have this. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, it was great to see Yamamoto yesterday, everything like that. I think they need something there. But again, during those times, you need a solid goaltender to be consistency night after night and not only perform, but to be outstanding. That's what Vasilevsky did for the last 2 years. That's what I believe Edmonton don't have that kind of piece yet at the puzzle to go all the way and to win the Stanley Cup. My eyes at that moment. Now, everything could change before the end of the season, but that's the biggest question about that for the Edmonton Oilers right now. CG back in the house from Denver. I got the Caps and the best team and the right now. Panthers and the Carolina drop. Washington's doing well, right? They have 2 losses. I think the Panthers drop a little bit, but not Carolina save yet. I think Carolina is the best team overall on that team, on that conference over there. Yeah, but because Ovechkin guy he's not going to score 82 goals. Now, the good news for the Washington, the second bottom 6 score a couple of goals. But again, at some point, the Washington will drop a little bit more. I think for me, on paper, and what it shows to me, Carolina is a little bit more deeper at Washington. Surprised to see Washington there. And it will be interesting how they can hang in there all the time. They know we don't play with Oshie and Backstrom. But again, will be a team we have to look about that. Talking about the very exciting game yesterday, guys. It was a game to watch at the Edmonton Oilers, the St. Louis Blues. What about Leon Draisaitl? He's going to be the first star of the weeks. Right now, he's the MVP in the NHL. You think about McDavid is an amazing great player. What about Leon? $8.5 million per year. He continues to produce like 2 years ago, night after night. 1 3-point yesterday, 1 and 2. 2 goals the night before, the game before against Buffalo. And St. Louis come back in the game. It was 4-2. They scored 2 goals back-to-back to tie the game. Finally, at the end of the game, the Oilers score and they win the W over there. Congratulations from the Oilers, to be honest with you. They don't have a great trip, I'll be honest with you. They are not like dominate like they did at home and sent they are on that trip. This, they lost 1 game and then they, difficult with Buffalo, everything like that. So it'll be interesting what they're going to do. But again, Skinner and Koskinen right now have to carry on that team because Mike Smith will be out for a couple of weeks. So they are what they are. They can score 5, 6, 7 goals, but again, they can give 4 or 5 goals per game. So it'll be really interesting what they can go that team. But again, I believe they have a solid team. Of course, we have to give credit. But Leon Draisaitl, OMG, what about him, right? Great performance for the weekend. Like I said, he's going to be the first star of the week. The last game I want to talk about, the Washington Capitals 6, Pittsburgh Penguins 1. They got destroyed by Pittsburgh this weekend, 12 versus 4 goals only. Crosby back in the lineup. You saw the body check of Crosby, pick up a guy like a WWE, threw him on the board. He was frustrated. But again, Washington Capitals, you talk about Pittsburgh struggle. Pittsburgh guy out the bottom of the percentage right now, the point. Pittsburgh are at the bottom of the Metropolitans at 500 only. Everybody else is over 500. And Washington, the top of the top, Ovechkin, OMG, at 36 years old, keep consistently scoring game after game. Great year for him. And the other people, Tom Wilson have a good year so far. And, it's Vanecek or Samsonov and Zach Fukel, where he's back in the Hershey now. That team, the goaltender perform over there. Really surprised to see them with only 2 losses. Of course, they have 4 tie OTL, but still, they are really a legit team. We have to consider them since the beginning of the year. So we better see how they're going to do for the next couple of weeks. Sorry about that. We're going to go quickly about Saturday game. And then, first of all, the Toronto Maple Leafs 5, Buffalo Sabres 4. What about Buffalo, guys? They scare anybody. They don't, first of all, they're not scared about anybody, but they scare other team. They think it's going to be easy. And, they have a drop 2-3 game on the West. Remember, they lost in Anaheim and Los Angeles, I believe. And they come back, I think that time it was 4-1-1. They came back 5-5-1. And now, what they lost, but they gave a good ride against Edmonton and Toronto. Morgan Riley scored at the end of the game to give a W for the Buffalo. I know it was a back-to-back game for Toronto, but still, Buffalo guys, we have to give respect for Granado, what he does behind the bench over there. Toronto finally have some other scorer at the bottom score. Kay scored 1 goal over there that helped him. He's a little bit better and better. But again, Toronto, another team is going to make the playoff. They'll win the last 8 of the last 9 games over there. Everything looking great now over there. People love each other. People love their Toronto Maple Leafs. No sign bag over the head and no true jersey on the ice. Love is great. They're now going to again back at the Stanley Cup for 1 more year. And we'll see what's happening. But again, it's a team will be Jewish only. For me, I always said this at the beginning of the year. The Toronto Maple Leaf fans, right, they know they're going to make the playoffs. So they play 82 games for fun. We're going to make it playoff, don't worry. Where they're going to be worried is the playoff number 1, round number 1. They have to go through that one because that's what they're going to be judged, the trainer, the coach, and the GM. Until then, they know they're going to make the playoff. But after that, that's what we're going to be interesting to see what is going to happen with Toronto. So that's what happened about that. What about this man, the traveler, the great man? You talk about great human being in life. That's what Frank Salazar, he is. Honestly, guy, I never met each one of you face to face, right? We just talk here and we text each other. We tell that some of you text me and email, blah, blah, blah. But Frank is a great human being. Great friend of Florida Panthers, a Cuban, came in USA. But he have a great mindset alive where life is short. And he enjoy every single day. And he never know what could happen tomorrow. So right now he's traveling a lot, during the 16 months we do this show, we heard, oh, he's maybe in South America. Oh, he's in Mexico. Oh, now he's in Arizona. So that's what it's all about, guys. Do not take life as a granted. Say, oh, maybe next 5 years, 10 years, I'm going to do this. You don't know if tomorrow you're going to be there. So today, try to be the best day of your life today and become your best version of yourself today. Because tomorrow, we maybe not be there. And that's all about. And I want to give credo to Mr. Frank because he enjoyed the life. It's all about. So thanks, Frank. And hopefully you enjoyed Sedona, one of my best top 5 CD in the world. Sedona, where it's all about the mindset. It's about yoga. And it's all about you. Care about your body. And Sedona, great place to be if you take vacation. And when you go there, you can see the Grand Canyon after that or prior to that. And I always been, the time I worked with Claude Lemieux in Arizona, I've been to Sedona 2 times per year. I need that to rejuvenate myself, to re-energize myself, to refocus what I need to do. And at the Sedona, guys, that's what I make all my hockey season plan all the time over there. So I just want to say to you, it's a great place to be there. About that. What's up, everyone? I miss hockey, miss the Panthers. Too bad this thing, geez, we can't do it. Don't worry, Frank. It's a long season. It will be fine at the right time. Don't be panicking with the Panthers. Declare is not on the ice this morning, but it will be interesting to see that. And if you still have a Colorado 970, I never shared my number as Steve. When I went to Colorado in 2010, I keep my number over there. That time I was in Aspen. And they give me a number, and I share that number from Texas and send that. People knows me, and I didn't want to share my number, and I always keep that number until I can. So that'd be awesome about that. So Saturday night, I'm supposed to talk about hockey, coach. Carolina again beat the St. Louis Blues. Great performance overall. Frederick Anderson still doing very amazing with their Carolina. Find a way with that. Nobody talk about Kotkaniemi. We don't go talk about Kotkaniemi, but he's not looking good over there. Kotkaniemi, $6.1 million. But at the end of the day, they don't really care. They win, and it's all about. And Alex Lyon over there. So congratulations for Carolina to be a number 1 team in NHL. The Rangers, again, like I mentioned, they won a back-to-back game, 5-3 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's starting now to be a little bit struggle, 7-4-1 for them. The Colorado Avalanche, guys, what about the storm for the Colorado Avalanche, right? 6-2 again as San Jose Sharks. They went the day before, I believe, 7-1, 13 goals the last 2 games. Is it their time now, the Colorado become their Colorado we expect? Would be interesting to see that. But now, Sam Campbell is on the ice. Rantanen is back. Dustin Taze is back over there. And that transformation is still missing McKinnon. But still, how they going to trade one of the defensemen to get a little bit more reinforce their left side, left wing, or the center? All the question we're going to see with Colorado Avalanche, but is it the one going to win the Stanley Cup? Everybody will expect this. I think it's not good enough what they have right now. Will be interesting. The Flowers Dallas Star. Flowers, after a great performance, and again, the Carolina, and they lost again to Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars, they are the, you knock the door over there where the coach is on the borderline. And funny thing about that is they send the assistant coach, John Steven, from the bench to upstairs to follow the game now. This is not great. It's like it's a demotion about your job when you go from the bench to go all the way up over there. They have a lot of, it's a solid bench coach with that, with a lot of experience around Rick Bonus. It's not like nobody there, like they don't have no experience. So to see John Steven, one of the highest coach as an assistant coach, to go over there, I don't know. It is all a rumor. So I just assume or speculate there's something behind the coaching staff is going on over there. Maybe someone expect the job, or you expect bonus, get out, and they get a job. I don't know. But if something's going on with that, it's not clear on my book. But it's great to see Dallas Stars score 5 goals. Great to see Rob Hens score a goal over there. And the Dallas are better what they look like. But again, that was the first win of the season, regular time. That's one of the rare games they score more at 2 goals. And we always find them for the last 18 months as an inconsistency team. Can they win the next game? Can they go for the straight 3-4 game? Can they wake up for Seguin, for Ben, to Radulov? Radulov at that moment, I think, have only 1 goal. And it's not need more, right? Oskinen doing well over there. Could have been have only 3.27 goal against average, too high. So very interesting to see what happened with that part over there. I agree with you, Steve. Hopefully this happened for them, and I think it could happen, and they need him, right? So I agree with you. The Detroit Red Wings went OT against the Montreal Canadiens Saturday at 3-2. Larkin have his 300 point. We know what happened. Jake Allen get out of the game. Every time that, again, another game of 2 goals for the Montreal Canadiens. Talking about the New York Rangers, we're not talking about the number 1 fans of the New York Rangers. Since the Hockey National Show, one of the 10 people was there at the beginning of the Hockey National Show in the morning. Mr. Joey Rametta in the house this morning. Welcome, Joey. We miss you, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. I know you're a big fan of the New York Rangers. The smile on your face, I don't see you, but I know you have a big smile because you are 9-3-3, and your team is doing very well. So congratulations with the Rangers for sure about that one over there. Very quickly, guys, Boston Bruins 5-2 against the Devils. Boston Bruins getting better. Bergeron, Marchand 2 goals. Bergeron 2 points. Good performance for them. Back-to-back win. They beat the Montreal by the same point. The Predator continues whatever. What about Ozzy, guys? Talk about can he get the Norris at the end? 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists for him against Arizona. What about Mike Duchene? Yeah, 9 goals, Mike Duchene. Everybody wants to shoot him in Nashville before the season starts. And now we have 9 goals, carry on the team. That might be my red flag over there. Because when you carry on the team by Mike Duchene, it's maybe not great at the end of the day, but it would be interesting. They're missing Philip Forsberg over there. Saros is looking great over there. It's a team right now nobody give any chance, and they're looking great for the last 10 games. And there. Again, Ottawa Senator, I don't know how they did that, but he beat Pittsburgh Penguins. Have a very difficult weekend. Pittsburgh gave 12 goals in the last 2 games. It's something you have to figure out over there. The Minnesota Wild beat the Seattle Kraken. Kraken have a difficult time right now, and the last 10 games struggle. The Minnesota Wild, after they dropped 1 game against Vegas, I believe 3-2 or 4-3, 3-2, they came back with a good win over there against the Kraken 4-2. The Tampa Bay Lightning continues beat the Florida Panthers, and the OT Panthers struggle the last couple of games. I think they did not win the last 3 or 4 games. The Tampa Bay point in the last 7 straight games. The Vegas, they're getting hotter. Mike Stone back in the lineup, and that team's doing well now. Riley Smith, Marchessault doing good. Vancouver Canucks, 2-7-1 last 10 game. We talk about this, but I think now Vegas getting a little bit more. I think that team is going to get better and better and better. Joey said, hey guys, I love my Rangers. Always a great day after a game. 1 Laffy and Kako but score. I'm not worried about that Frenier, right? I'm just worried about Kako. about him, the consistency. I just feel sad. I'm sad because he has so much potential. He's so big, so huge. This guy could have 30 goals per year. Something does not click with him. But great to see him to score finally. Great. Cooper! Welcome back, buddy. Finally, the Winnipeg Jet stopped the Kings with their streak, winning an OT at 3-2. Great performance for the Jet. I watched that game. It was pretty cool, pretty good about that one there. I want to talk about everything before we go. All the injury this weekend. The most major injury. Max Comtois have a really difficult. That's maybe the only negative on the Anaheim Ducks. He was the best scorer of the team last season, and now he has 0 points or maybe 1 or 2 assists. He struggled this year. Max Comtois is now a day-to-day. Jake Allen, Montreal, day-to-day with concussion, but not they are reevaluate him. Mike Hoffman for the Montreal Canadiens. We heard about concussion. This was a really bad call. They never called a penalty against Maurice Zeller. He jumped on the air. It should be a 5-minute game misconduct about that one over there. That's another story. And then the league did not do anything about this one over there. You have a chance to check that check. You're going to see Maurice Zeller, the rookie, jump in the air and go straight on the head of Hoffman, and the head push back on the glass. So obviously that's happening about. I skipped the school, buddy. Only for today. Don't tell to anybody, Cooper. All right? I know you want to watch the Hockey National show, but school is very important, right? Subban should be suspended. That's another story about Semi Blais. I'm going to come back to you a bit after that. Pit Lake with Calgary is the day-to-day. Drake Batterson guy and Ottawa COVID protocol number 10 players. Curtis Lazar did not play yesterday, day-to-day. And finally, bad news for Arizona. Jaskin, the Russian from Arizona, out for the year after knee-to-knee with the guy from Nashville. Jesus, I don't remember his name. I don't remember his last name, by the way. But this is the second player, guys, that Arizona lost for the rest of the year. After Timmins, now it's just about that. School is not important. You are important. Cooper. Yeah, I understand, but school is very important too. Subban should be suspended. You know, guys, in life, you have a driver license, right? And you have extra point you can lose. And then after that, if you lose your point, then you get suspended, your driver, then you cannot drive, blah, 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 like that, right? That's what Piquet Subban is. Piquet Subban, I don't know what's going on. Since the beginning of the year, he walked on the edge. He did not fall yet, but he's right there right now. Like, you have 1 foot out of the clave, and now another feet is still on the right foot. He played with the hand. He did not suspend. He got suspended twice. And then this weekend, another situation with Semi Blais. And I don't know what's going to happen with him, but you're absolutely right, Joey, about this. Again, Piquet Subban, that's the third time this year, have some circumstance happening. And everybody said, did it? Or is it he want to do it or not? And 2 of 3, again, the Rangers. So it will be really interesting, the situation about that one over there. Let's go fire up really quickly. This was the performance, the best performance from yesterday. Zegras, 3 point. Tressardo, 3 point. Thomas, 3 point. Congratulations with 3 assists. I love Robert Thomas. Underrated, underdog players in my book. He should get better. 2 point for Kako, Kuznetsov, Sherry, Tom Woodson. 2 point also. Langholm, McDavid, Yamamoto, Zaka, Bratt, Hadaway, Ovechkin, and Pushnevich, Keslab, Hyman, and Monahan. Monahan have a couple of more points, guys. He's a little bit hot for the last couple of games. But I'm just going to give you the best of the yesterday. What about the goaltender? Vladar, a shootout. He's doing well for the last 2 games. Bernier came back to the last 60 minutes of the game. Gibson, what about Gibson, guy? An amazing, great year so far. Vanecek, Swimmen, Blackwood, Montembeau. Right now, you can see the performance of all the goaltender yesterday happening about that one over there. He keep a slow footing guy, so he did not try to go to the board. He fight for the puck because he only and slow. I agree with you about that. I'm not saying you're not right. You're not. I agree with you about that comments about it. He struggled both time, every time that. This is the standing of the NHL at that moment. Florida Panthers is still number one in the Atlantic Division, right? The Toronto Maple Leafs getting around them. The Detroit, number 3, guys. I know they played 3 games more at Boston and Tampa Bay. We have to give credit for that part over there. Now, the Tampa Bay, Boston should be in front of them. Then the bottom 3, the Buffalo, the Montreal, the Ottawa. Not looking good for 3 teams going to be at the bottom, at the end, and I don't see any chance. The Metropolitan Division, guys. Everybody in Metropolitan now, the first time the Pittsburgh are play under 500. That's the 500, but honestly, with the ratio range point percentage, you're about below. But what about Columbus? They're still at 542. Philadelphia still hanging there. The New Jersey Devils still hanging there. Now the Hurricane and the Washington, they are at the top over there, and the Rangers are following over there also. So great hard division, Metropolitan Division. The Central Division, the Minnesota dominate over there with Winnipeg and Nashville. The St. Louis Blues lost the last 2 games, and then the Colorado hanging there. They are still only 12 games, so there's good news about this. I think they will catch up and pick it up, a couple more W. The Dallas Stars, the inconsistency team in NHL. The Blackhawks win the last 3 games, but you have the last 3 games with a 1 point, a minimum 1 point. So Chicago, I don't see more. It's going to be better at the end of the day, and Arizona conclude the bottom of this. The Pacific Division, the Edmonton, the Anaheim, the Calgary, the Vegas. After that, the Vegas pick it up right now. The Washington Kings still hanging there. But after that, the San Jose dropped a couple of games. Vancouver at the bottom with Seattle Kraken. I think those 3 teams is going to be at the bottom. But it'll be interesting if the Los Angeles Kings can hanging there with the big gun over there. That's the standing at that moment. I will be live tonight at 5 o'clock p.m. with Enotep. Are you streaming the game Montreal tomorrow? Yes, sir, Joy. Of course, we're going to do that. We're going to be at the Big Apple to watching this game, honestly. This happening this weekend. Congratulations for Connor McDavid, the fastest to 600 career point, guys. I just give you who did this in the past. Wade Gretzky take him 74 game. McDavid did it at 421 game. The Mario Lemieux 323. Peter Stastny 394. Mike Bossy 400. Yari Koury. You talk about the best of the best. All the Hall of Famer. And I promise you, McDavid is going to be there 1 point. So congratulations, Connor McDavid to have 600. I just want to share with you a couple of milestones, everything like that. Talking about another milestone, what about Andy Green? We know he was captain for many years with the New Jersey Devils. He become now 1,000 play game in HL. 20 American defensemen to play 1,000 game. 50 goal only, 200, 500. But one of the best defensive players, to be honest with you. Great performance. So, I always been with the New Jersey Devils. He signed a contract. He got trade deadline years ago, 2 years ago. And he still signed a contract over there. A great leader inside the locker room. Type of guy that looked like Mario love to have around. And we have to give him another congratulation for Andy Green going to play his 1,000 game tonight. And finally, it's something we do usually the Sunday. I want to give you my 4 categories. 5, the good one, the bubble one, the bad one, the cold one, and the hot about that. So how they're good. And you have only 4. I can go 6, 7. But right now, Carolina's doing good. The Edmonton are real. The Washington are legit. And then the Florida Panthers also are legit. I could add a little bit more. But I really believe those teams have no problem. They're going to be at the top of the division. The bubble one. Can they handle that? We know that they have a very difficult time at the beginning of the season. Then they come back. They're 8 and 9 for Toronto Maple Leafs. They are looking great. The Minnesota Wild guy, they lost 1 game against Vegas, but they're looking great in the beginning of the year. Kaprizov's getting hotter over there. The New York Rangers, they'll win the last 2 games. They drop a couple of games on the road, and Calgary and Edmonton. But then after that, they're doing well. Chesterkin over there is unbelievable. The team's going to get better and better. Can they hang in there all the year? Panarin's doing well, but Panarin's not have a lot of goal yet, but he still have a lot of points. Zibanejad going over there too, but he needs some help. Now, what about Adam Fox? Another Norris in front of him, has 17 points, I believe. He's really looking good. The Winnipeg Jets, not too bad. They go through some adversity, but what about Kyle Connor over there? Amazing, great year so far for Kyle Connor, and I think Winnipeg are really legit. The bad team, the Arizona, the Montreal Canadiens, the Ottawa, the Chicago, this is going to be there for all the year. I don't see, them to come turn around if to go back like other team. I don't see this happening for the full team. The cold one was struggled for the last couple of games. Seattle Kraken, very difficult time right now. They lost again Arizona. They lost again this weekend. The Vancouver Canucks, 2-7-1. The Pittsburgh the last two games, they gave 12 goals again. The Dallas, yes, they win coach the last game, but before that, they not win a lot of games, and they struggle as a team together. We talk about possible fire the coach over there. I'm not worried about Jim Neal, but that the team should be better at the end of the day. The hot team, that's lost the last game, but that's have a great streak of 7-game W. The Anaheim Ducks, they are on the streak right now, 7 games. Then the Vegas Golden Knights, they turn around their season at that moment. Max Stone back in the lineup, and Laurent Brossoit, we talk about the last game he did very well. The Nashville Predator, another team, is hot right now. They're doing well. Roman Ozzy, Matt Duchene over there, Zaros over there. So I want to give you a little bit information about that one over there. And then another one I love that is the team right now. They're going to make the playoff. This is not really what I'm looking for, but I'm going to help you. Give me about 10 seconds. I will give you a better way to see the graphic, full graphic for every team and NHL. Jeez. Here we go. This is all about the probabilities in NHL to win the Stanley Cup, the final, reach the conference final, the division final, the first round, and miss the playoff. You can see miss the playoff, almost impossible for Minnesota, Colorado, Carolina, Toronto, Edmonton, Minnesota, But look at the bottom. No chance for them to not make to not miss the playoff, right? The Montreal, the Buffalo, the Chicago, the Ottawa, the Arizona. So you see the opposite side over there. So that's what the probability of what could happen at the end. I review this every Sunday. You can fill out with me. That's not a problem. Then I have 2 more to go. I want to talk a little bit about coaching. Give me 5 more minutes. This is a 1-2-2-4 check for front team, all right? This is front. That's called a wide 1-2-2. Other team does it, some does not do. How this work? It's like the puck is behind the goal line. You have the F1 4-check on the puck. The puck go on the left side, on the right side, if you talk about them, right? They try to get out on the break out over there. You have the F2 is going to apply some pressure. You have the D1 also. But what we want is the F3 retrieving backwards, forward, and then you come back on that side over there, and coming back with the other F over there, for the opponent team, and they're going to back checking to become a 3 back checker after that. That's a little bit the white. Now I'm going to give another one's called the collapse one. And this is going to be applied for the skinny one. All right? It's almost like a box plus 1, they call on the defensive side, but we use this one on the 1-2-2 on hockey. The F1 on the puck over there. The F2 and the D1 play strong on the board. And then after that, you're going to see the F3 and D2 play more the middle, and they come back after that. I just want to share with you a 2-style, a 1-2-2, and NHL. What I want to do exactly is the guys, when you watch the game, don't follow only the puck. Try to thinking about how they play the system, the team, and just give you 2 different things for you about that one over there. So, look, this conclude again another show in the morning, and hopefully you enjoy it. Michael Divino, I don't know how long he will be out, but I'm going to consider the show in the morning, give you all the information about the game prior and what happening the night before and what we at around the league. 2 only game tonight. Honestly, we have 2 games. The Islander play in Tampa, and of course the second thing I think is Detroit play. I forgot that one, by the way. Let's give you an idea. Sometimes I don't follow everything, but I forgot that one. I don't have any update the last 90 minutes, something we have to follow. The Detroit are and Columbus Blue Jacket. Detroit are 862-750 for the Columbus Blue Jacket. The last two games. Tonight, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, we're going to be with Tap. We're going to talk about the prediction, the fantasy hockey, everything like that. We're going to give you also the news around the league, what's happening. So that's what's happening overall. And that's pretty much it. Anything you want to add before we go? What question you have, please don't hesitate. Montreal Canadiens are going to be off today. They'll be at the Big Apple tomorrow night. I'm going to give you, again, more information, the pregame. What happened this morning video, I did a post-game. I'm going to get back. Richard Mullen is back, and welcome back, Richard. Any question you want to talk about this, please let me know, and we'll give you about 2 more minutes. If not, I'm going to conclude another show of the Morning Skate Show, usually with Michael Livino, and now it's going to be with Cole Frenchy for a couple of days. But I think I can hang in there, and don't hesitate to reach me. If you want me to talk about strengthening continents, we want to bring to you the morning, please let me know. Who will be the goalie for Montreal tomorrow? I would not be surprised Joey is going to be Caden Primo. I would not be surprised Nylander join the team tomorrow. We'll see 50-50 for Jonathan Drouin. But I believe they will give a chance maybe for Primo on my book. But again, I don't know. This is only what I predict. If not, Allen is reevaluated today. We'll see his condition. If I was Dominic Schramm, I would wait for Jake Allen until Thursday. They play Thursday, Pittsburgh. So we have a big game over there. So that would be my suggestion to go with Primo. Let's see what he look like for one game. It's not in the world. And then go from there. You're welcome, Johnny. I appreciate it a lot. Anything, guys, before we leave, don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. Don't forget to share this with your friend. Ask people to subscribe to join us the morning. The morning now is more like, earlier, everything like that. Primo is probably the best option. I agree with you. Yes, I think so too, Joy. And if you think about development, everything like that, that's a great opportunity for him to what he look like. It's only one game. You saw Montembeault. You know what Montembeault he can give to you now. You know Montembeault is not going to be your next goaltender for the future. Yeah, the possibility when Allen is out and Price is out. Why not to give the chance to the kid? It's not at home. It's on the road. Has a better chance to see what he look like. I understand it will be hard. But again, we want to see how he perform. And that's for me, if I was the Montreal Canadiens, that's what I will do with Caden Primo. He's not there for many games. Why not to do it? So that'll be about it. On your view, one is, will Bergie leave the team? I would not be surprised, Johnny, he's hanging there until the end of his contract. Or, if it's happened, it's going to be before the Olympics or during the Olympics before, because you have a lot of big decisions. The problem there, Johnny, is like during the year, it's hard to find a good GM, or it's hard to figure out to do some interview if it affect the team. You don't like to do this at GM. Coach is different. As a GM, it would be better shake hands to Marc Bergevin in April when the season's over. Great 10 years. I have an amazing, great right here. And everybody say, and now Molson turn around, he's looking for the GM. And from that part, Trevor Timmons should be the time to go also. That would be my first two people. I will resign them or fire them, whatever you call it, and then searching for new people. That would be my two people. They have a solid GM over there. It's called Scott Millenby in the house right now. And hopefully they can look for him. I think it's time to let go Trevor Timmons, and I think the time for me will be more at the end of the year. Now, Mike Bergevin is really not a bad person. He knows this could be the end of the end. He will not take a decision to hurt the Montreal Canadiens. He would take the best interest for Montreal Canadiens, because the trade deadline is coming. He's become a seller. And that is it better to trade right now Chariot or wait at the trade deadline to get more picks? The NHL draft guy is at Montreal. More picks you have, better it is. right? So for me, they have some material inside that team. They can trade to get first round pick, second round pick, and the draft is great. So why not to get there? I don't know. Again, I'm not better to anybody here. I'm just here to what I think I will do or what I think they can do. But again, we'll be really interesting about that one over there. So will be another one. I agree. We have nothing to lose, a lot to get. Yes, I agree with Richard about that one over there, about the goaltender. So thanks again, everybody. Look, it was great. I love to do it in the morning. I know I can go a little bit farther if I have to. I'll be back 5 o'clock p.m. with Inner Tap. We're going to reviewing a little bit what's coming for the weeks and also talking about the prediction of the game tonight. We'll talk about fun things. So thank you again for watching another great morning video. Hopefully doing well, buddy. Anything, email me if I can helping you, buddy. Don't hesitate to email me at any time. That'd be great to hear from you. Love to see you in the morning here. I know sometimes life is not easy, but remember, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much, everybody, to be with us this morning. I look forward to see you next time at 5 o'clock. And don't forget tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock with the Morning Skate Show. Add this good email, HR, but player need to wake up. I agree with you. Can you do a live at 2 o'clock? No, unfortunately, we follow 11 and 3 o'clock p.m. about that. Joy, have an amazing, great day, everybody. I look forward to see you at 5 o'clock. Be well, be healthy.